Hey guys, what's going on? Josh Spencer here, Top Coach 2010, Elite Coach for the past 3 years, and I was also a Top 10 coach back in 2012 as well. I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk about some things that I've learned over the years of being a Beachbody coach. Now, I've been a Beachbody coach for about 4 or 5 years now. July of 2008 is when I started, and I've learned a lot, and I wanted to take some time and give you guys 11 or 12 tips on things that I think that you need to do to be a successful Beachbody coach. Now understand that I'm going to have 2 videos, okay? So when you're done with this video, make sure you take the time and you watch the second video. Alright, let's just get to the points. Now, number 1, the most important part of this business is really just to have passion for what you're doing. If you don't have passion, there really is no reason for you to do this. And really that's with any career that you're doing. Let me just kind of explain my story about why I'm so passionate about Beachbody and what I do as a Beachbody coach. Now, this all goes back to when I was in high school. I used to be involved in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and I'm sure you guys know what that is. And I was a mentor to a little boy named David. And for 4 years in high school, I helped guide him, mentor him, and just help him really just progress in life, because he never had a fatherly figure. And I kind of stepped in and took on that role, and I had a positive impact on his life. And ever since I was involved with that organization, I knew I wanted to do something with my life that allowed me to have that impact on others' lives. And I never found that until I became a Beachbody coach, which is, again, back in 2008. And I joined not because I wanted to build a business. In fact, I really didn't know much about the business at the time, but I joined because I truly wanted to help people get into shape. I truly wanted to help people go through P90X because it's something that I personally use, I got results with, and I knew it could work for others. And it was just crazy that it just so happened to turn into what it did today, you know, and me winning Top Coach and whatnot. But I started Beachbody Coach because of my passion for helping other people and my passion for health and fitness. So that's number 1. Be passionate about what you're doing. Number 2, recommend these products, not sell. Now, something that I see in a lot of new coaches when they join up as a Beachbody coach is that something in their mind just kind of automatically shifts from recommending the products because they've worked for them to a kind of like a sales position, so selling the products to people. And what happens is when you try to sell something, you come across as a salesperson. And really what happens is when you talk to people, they believe that you're talking to them for your benefit, not theirs. Now, what you need to do is you need to turn that around. And you need to truly believe in your heart that you're a Beachbody coach so you can help people, so you can recommend the products that you have used that you know work for you. And when you could do that, that's when your business will, 1, take off, and it'll become a lot easier from that point on. The third point is for you to go out and find a mentor. Now, when you join as a Beachbody coach, a lot of you guys have your own sponsors. Hopefully you're in contact with them on a daily basis or a weekly basis. But sometimes there's coaches that are kind of just floating out in the middle of nowhere. If you're one of those coaches, what you need to do is you need to go to your back office, your coach office at teambeachbody.com, and look to find who your upline diamond or upline star diamond coach is. And when you find that person, reach out to him or her and just say, hey, listen, you know, I'm not in contact with my coach. Would you be willing to help me out? And a lot of the times, well, most of the time, the coach will be like, of course, you know, I'll help you out. I'll plug you into what I got going on, the system, you know, the training that we got. So that's one thing that you need to do. Find a mentor in this business, and that mentor will help you succeed. And it'll be someone that you can learn from, someone that will help you progress, someone that will hold you accountable. That's who a good mentor will be. Next, you need to create concrete goals. Now, creating goals is something that's very important to me and something that I've been doing since day 1 as a Beachbody coach. The biggest story I could tell about creating goals, I guess, has to go back to the summit of 2010. Now, I remember sitting at the dinner table, and I was actually with a buddy of mine, Tommy Migrant, and we were watching other people go on stage and get recognized for their success. And something just kind of shifted in us. You know, we were very down, and looked over at Tommy, and he was actually in tears. And I knew exactly at that point what he was thinking. I knew he was down on himself. I knew he was disappointed, and it was because he knew that he should be on stage getting recognized as well, and I knew that I should be on stage getting recognized, and we weren't, and we really let ourselves down, and that was just a good sign that we did let ourselves down. So from that point on, I went home and I created the goal of becoming Top Coach 2010. In fact, I bought a dry erase board from Walmart. I hung it in my living room on the wall, because that was where I worked every day, from my living room couch, and I wrote Top Coach 2010 in big letters on that dry erase board. And every morning that I got up, the first thing I did was I looked at that dry erase board, and that was my long-term goal, and it kept me focused on what I needed to do daily in order to continue moving towards that long-term goal of becoming Top Coach 2010. And because of that focus, because it allowed me to stay committed, I actually ended up winning Top Coach of 2010. Tip number 5. This is something that really hit home with me, because I really struggled with this part of my business for the longest time. Tip number 5 is to stay organized with what you're doing. Now, I remember back, it had to have been 3-4 years ago, I had a conversation with a mentor of mine, and something just kind of hit home for me. He said, Josh, you will never ever progress past 5-star diamond until you can organize what you're doing, until you can learn how to prioritize on a daily basis. Before that point, or at that point, I was just kind of scatterbrained. My business was everywhere. I was doing so many different things at one time. I was out there answering messages and emails just multiple times a day. I was letting other coaches come in and ask me questions. I was just everywhere, and there was really no organization to my business. And he said, here's what you need to do. You need to go out, you need to purchase a planner, and you can get it anywhere, Walmart, Office Max, wherever. I actually went to Office Max and got mine. And he said, you need to take highlighters, and you need to highlight certain time frames for certain tasks every single day, and only do those tasks once a day. And that just hit home with me. And I remember going and purchasing it, and I separated my day, right? And I even incorporated family time into that planner, which he told me to do. He said, you have to schedule time for your family. So from that point on, from 5 o'clock until I went to bed, was all family time. I unplugged from my business. And that helped. That helped with my relationship. It helped me stay committed as a father, as a husband. And it really helped me move forward in what I was doing with my Beachbody coaching business. Something else that I did at that point was I scheduled emails every single morning. So what I did was I went back at 9 o'clock. I actually took my highlighter from 9 o'clock to about 11 o'clock. I blocked it off, and I said answer emails and messages. So that's the only thing that I did during that time. I didn't answer any phone calls. I didn't go and browse on Facebook. I didn't go and browse the news on Yahoo. I just stayed focused on the task at hand, which was to answer emails and messages at that time. And when I was done with that, I stopped. I stopped doing it. And then I moved on to the next task during the day. And usually that was, something like maybe have a phone call with a prospect. And then from 12 to 4, it was talking to my coaches. Right? That's the only thing I did during that time, was set up phone calls with my coaches. And once I did that, my business absolutely took off. I went from, I think it was 3-star diamond to 10 or 11 or 12-star diamond in a matter of months. And it was all because I was organized with what I was doing. Tip number 6 is to treat your business like a business. again, I think every point of mine that I'm making is an important one, but this is definitely one of the most important. See, I think one of the problems with starting out as a Beachbody coach is that you have such a small sign-up fee, which is like $40, right? That people don't treat it like a business. They don't take it seriously as if they would if they bought a franchise for $500,000. If you buy a franchise for $500 or $500,000, you know that you're going to be putting 100% effort into building that business because you don't want to lose that money. But being a Beachbody coach, you're just like, $40, if I don't succeed with it, oh well. You can't have that mentality. It does not work. If you do, you're gone. You won't succeed, you'll move on to the next whatever it is, whatever business opportunity. You have to treat this business like it's $1 million business because it can be, potentially. And what I mean by that is you need to work hard every single day. You need to stay consistent every single day. You need to be patient every single day. And over a long period of time, you're going to get the results. It's not going to be, you're not going to succeed as a Beachbody coach in 1 month. Nobody does. In 2 months, 3 months, whatever. It takes years. It takes years for you to become a Star Diamond coach, to become a Superstar Diamond coach, to be super successful in this business. You have to be patient. You have to work hard on a daily basis. And you define the things, and here's what I say. Find 5 things that will help you move forward in your business every single day. The 5 best things that you're good at. Take those and do them every single day, and that will help you become a successful Beachbody coach. Work hard, guys. Work hard. I think it's something that's just kind of been lost, you know, in really in our society. We're such an instant gratification society to where we want things handed to us right now, and it doesn't work that way. And it's not going to work that way with this. It doesn't work that way with the fitness, right? You can't start P90X and expect to have unbelievable results tomorrow. It doesn't happen that way. You can't expect to have unbelievable results in a week. It just doesn't work. You have to be patient. You have to put the effort into it. And I'm telling you, if you can do that consistently, you're going to become a successful Beachbody coach. I promise you. Every person that I've seen on my team that has committed and done the things that they need to do every single day has progressed and made great money, and some of them are full-time coaches today, just like I am. Tip number 7 is your ability to overcome the obstacles that you're going to experience along your Beachbody coaching career. Now here's the thing. You're going to struggle at some points. You're going to fail at some points. And what happens when most people struggle and when most people fail is that they automatically give up. But successful people, they don't give up. They actually take those obstacles, take those failures, and use it to help them move forward. So they look at failure as a necessity because it teaches them what changes they need to make in order to move forward in whatever they're doing. That's something that I've done since day one. Whenever I fail, and trust me guys, listen, even though I've been top coach and I've had a ton of success in this business, I constantly fail. I failed in the very beginning of my coaching career. I failed in the middle. I failed hundreds and hundreds of times since then. It just happens. It's a part of success. But the thing is, instead of getting frustrated and quitting, what I do is I look at failure as a good thing. I smile when I fail. Seriously, I smile and I look at it as a way for me to learn of what I can do next in order to better my business, better myself. So important for you to understand that. Look at failure as a necessity for success. And when you can do that, you're not going to believe where you can take your business. It's truly remarkable. Every person that I've seen do this has been in this business for the long run, right? And they have been able to succeed in what they're doing as a Beachbody coach.